What's poppin'? Welcome back to Midwest Gaming. You see what's on the screen here. I wanted to debut this early. I'm not even gonna lie. I wanted to debut this early. I'm gonna be real with you. Um, I know I'm playing through a lot of stuff, but it's nothing to me. I love gaming, so it's nothing. I like to keep a lot of stuff in rotation. Max Payne 3. Man, listen. Listen, man. One of the greatest. This right here, man, one of the greatest. Man, I have no words. I don't have many words for this. This game is fire. We're gonna start a new game here. I since I'm planning on the series, I don't know like uh how my data transferred over, but let me see if it. Okay, I started doing okay, cool. So that's even better. All right, let's see gameplay controls. Man, I know the controls and stuff. So I play with like soft auto aim. Yeah, whatever. I know. I do. Yes, I do that. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? That's my style. That's how I do it. Where's it at though? With the target. Let's see here. I think we straight right there. I think we straight right there. I think everything where I want it. Everything where I want it. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and rock. You know what I mean? Do medium. Do medium. Yeah, soft lock. I play with soft lock. No, I don't do hard lock. Invert look. Invert look off. I hate inverted controls. One of the greatest action games of all time. I mean, look. This game, look, man.
So I guess I'd become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for. And these chumps had paid for some angry gringo without the sensibilities to know right from wrong. Here I was, about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death. And I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister. I'd arrived in Sao Paulo a few weeks before. I was working a protection detail for the kind of people who need protection in a town like this. And what kind of town was this? One where I didn't speak the language and they didn't water down their drinks. So for now, we seemed to get along just fine. Of course, that was about to change.
Hey, brother.
Hey,
How's the cocktail?
it's scotch. I never mix my drinks.
Well, at least not on duty.
Something like that.
Man, that favela is big.
Yep. Nothing like the view of extreme poverty to make a penthouse cocktail party really swing.
I guess they call it trickle-down economics.
That's funny.
It's supposed to be a charity thing. Drink and give money. I don't know, something for the kids. Hey, listen, man. We better look lively. This place is a nightmare. They just got cowboys running security downstairs. Something rotten in the air.
That didn't mean much. There was always something rotten in the air. The family we were protecting were local celebrities, rich parasites with delusions of humanity. The kind of people who end up in glossy magazines or body bags, depending on how their luck runs. So where are they all? I see Rodrigo over there talking to that guy.
Yeah, I don't know him. That guy next to him. He's some kind of cop. I think, I'm not sure. Serious, though. Big end cop, anti-gang sort of thing. I can't remember his name.
So who's this guy?
That guy's a plastic surgeon or some kind of surgeon. Tummy tucks and cock implants. Look at Marcel. Still dances like a fool.
Guess that's what a European education and a coke habit will do for Ricky Martin look-alike.
That's very funny, Max. Oh, excuse me.
I was mostly working for Rodrigo Branco, a local businessman. Built things, did some charity, had things named after him, won awards, owned things, people. One of the trophies he had won was his wife, Fabiana. She was hot and wanted to be dangerous. Some good genes trying to fight their way out of a cesspit. She'd married well and was now at leisure to regret her good fortune. They got along as well as any rich workaholic and his younger airhead wife tend to get along. They mostly ignored each other. She spent a lot of time with his cokehead younger brother, Marcello. He was a good-time guy if your idea of a good time was an expensive suit, a bottle of champagne, and nothing between the ears. The middle brother, Victor, had just walked in. He was a local politician. Guy was smoother than an oil slick on an iceberg and about as toxic. The rest of the crowd, I didn't know, but I could imagine the types. People who know if they drink enough, they won't have to feel guilty about their good fortune. Suddenly, things turned real ugly. Felt like our hangovers arrived right on cue.
Can you imagine being there, something happening like that, you twisted? Oh my god. For real.
Passos! The hell was that? I don't know what the fuck that was. Let's go.
Things had gone from fine to fucked up in about a second, and now there were two idiots at the wheel.
Clear. Got this floor?
Sure.
All right, look after yourself, bro. Stay safe.
It wasn't my own safety I was concerned about, trophy wife or not. I'd said I would protect the girl. I hoped I hadn't lost my edge, along with everything else.
This game is still fire. I'm sorry. This game is, man, listen, this game is one of my favorite games of all time, man. This game is amazing. I'm doing this to get my muscle memory is still kind of with me a little bit, you know what I mean? Come on. It's kind of with me still. It's kind of with me.
That was the boss lady. Only this time she wasn't calling for more vodka in her Cosmo. I didn't need a translator to know what these were.
That reload right there.
Trashy magazines and pretty trashy people. I just hoped I could keep them out of the crime section.
Oh no, no way.
She was out on one of the balconies, and I hoped, not about to be thrown off it.
Don't be stupid! Don't be stupid! Let her go! Let her go! Come on!
It might have been stupidity or drunkenness, or maybe both. But before I knew it, I was back taking insane risks, trying to save fallen women.
Dang.
Tranquila! Tranquila! Nós cuidamos disso.
Nice work! Okay, you need a hand?
No, you? Who the hell's Rodrigo?
I don't know, man. Thanks.
Somebody's gotta go find him.
Está tudo sob controle agora. Fica tranquilo.
I imagined the elevator doors opening to a firing squad of muzzles. As far as I could see it, the one thing my plan had going was that no one else would be stupid enough to pull this move.
Where is he?
What we doing? Dang, terrible, man. Oh, man, hold on. Oh, lay him down, lay him down. Come on, what we doing? Come on around. Oh.
Once Bronco was out the door, all bets were off. I had to keep moving.
The bullet cam, crazy though. They show everything. They show everything going up in them. It's crazy. Definitely not for the kiddies. Definitely not for the kiddies. I changed my gun again. Okay, there we go. Yeah. No, I got the footprints. I never really noticed that. That's crazy. That's fire right there.
It looked like they were taking him out through the basement. Maybe I still had a shot. Rodrigo was too rich a prize for them to throw away. Sure, I'd have to work hard to get him back, but I knew the bad guys would want the boss alive almost as much as I did.
Let's talk to him. No, we going here with. Hold on. As old as this game is, this game is still like, this holds up well. This game still holds up. This is fire. I mean, they don't even have to. I don't think they have to touch this game. If they did re-release this and package it, if they did a trilogy with the first two remakes, I don't think they don't. Oops, my bad. Slow move. I don't think they would have to touch this game, to be honest. They wouldn't. What am I doing, dog? Like, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, they would not. In my opinion, they wouldn't have to touch this. They can just clean up the textures. That's all you got to do. I don't think you can leave this alone. You don't got to tweak it or nothing like this. This game is perfectly fine the way it is, in my opinion. It really is. Perfectly fine.
The great thing about being famous as well as rich is the bad guys know who to kidnap. Another parking lot rattling with gunfire. Was I too late?
Come on, what we doing? What we doing? Come on over here. What's up? We're going over here real quick. Oh, this guy? Ooh, shot the fingers off. Ooh, that's terrible.
Rodrigo! Stay down, Mr. Bronco!
No, we ain't done with you. Come on. There's somebody else. Oh, right. Yep. Lay down, sir. Lay down, player.
Mr. Bronco!
You're okay. You're okay. Come on, get up. Come on, get up. You're okay. Come with me. Just come on. It's okay. Stay right here. It's okay.
Ei, vocês aí! Que porra vocês estão fazendo? A justiça local?
Que porra você acha que é, falando com meus homens assim?
Você acha que tem o direito de matar as pessoas a sangue frio, Becker?
Cala a boca, cuzão! Continua dando multas. Não põe o nariz onde não é chamado. Vamos!
Me ajuda, cara. Chama uma ambulância! Me ajuda.
Fuck.
You did good, Max.
You say so. Don't look so good.
Hey, what could be better, huh? The good guys are reunited, and the Commando Sombra are dead.
I guess. So who's this guy?
I don't know. Some kind of cop. Different branch of the police. Not UFE, but normal cops. I don't know about this stuff, politics. Everywhere politics. Shit, Max, you look kind of beat up. Let's get this lot home, and then I'll get you home too. Come on.
Back home, it was time for some R&R, the only way I knew how.
This was getting blitzed, dog. Straight up. One of the darkest stories, man. Listen.
Dad, I guess I was ready for bed.
All the Max Payne stories dark. Although I never beat the first two. I never beat the first two ever.
A couple of days later, it was back to work, ferrying the boss's broad and his dipshit of a brother out for the night so they could recover from their brush with mortality. Then again, what did I expect? These were the kind of people who went to nightclubs in helicopters. Fabiana had brought her sister along, presumably so she could show off just how rich and empty her life was. And boy, was she about to learn the meaning of rich and empty.
Max! Max! I was speaking to you!
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, I was saying we get into a lot of scrapes, man.
Well, we're still here.
Hey!
Thanks to you, Max. I owe you my life.
Boom. It wasn't just him, huh, baby?
Oh, yes, Marcel. I'm sure you did a lot to save everyone. You were probably worried about getting blood on your stash.
Very funny.
Thank you, Max. I don't know what I would do without my sister. Spend even more time doing something useful. You know she works in the favela. She's the good sister. Oh, shut up. What did you hear, Faba? More bodies turned up where people went missing. It's horrifying.
Did someone say Buzz Q?
Hey.
I'm just kidding, but it is a cool town, man. Hey, here we are. Saúde. I love this place. E aí, Zé Carioca, falou, brother. I love this view. It's a real chill place to hang, you know? Do a little business, have some fun. I need it too. I've been working far too hard. Like a whore during Fleechy Weeky, as my roommate used to say. You like that, Max?
That's pretty funny.
Oh, look, it's Alfonso's little
Marcelo, Fabiana,
Oi.
it's too long.
Você se lembra da minha irmã, Giovanna?
Claro que sim,
You know,
Fabiana,
the entry fee of that club, I can imagine how much it costs to get up in there.
Oh, but you know how it is, didn't want it to bother you. Hey, Marcel, I think I might have an interesting investment for your brother.
Well, call him up, homie.
I haven't seen him for a while. Last week was Fashion Week. My God, Egypt, but so beautiful. You know Anastasia?
Oh, yeah, I know, Anna.
I like the club in the movie Bad Boys, honestly. Similar style kind of setting. My man's being defeated. Like, man, I can't believe I'm being. I feel him though. At that age, I can imagine. I don't like being around large crowds of people as it is. Imagine being around that. I'd be, man, listen, dog. Like,
comes back here acts like fucking royalty.
I'll introduce you.
Nah, ni precisa. Just give me a bottle of champagne, eh?
This kind of place made me want to puke. I
This
needed a real
Xbox
drink
Live.
to deal with the electronic
Man,
music and the
tell you that
robotic
AT&T
people.
internet be, man.
Fucking monkey from a fucking slum. He acts cool with me.
What's that?
Nothing. Say, Max, you're a man of the world. What do you fucking do it, man?
About what?
What do you do about life?
Look at me, I'm standing in a nightclub, listening to music I can't stand. I'm 5,000 miles from home, I'm armed and I'm drinking. You don't want to listen to advice from me, amigo.
Oh, Max, I love you, man. You're fucking real, you know? Oh, shit. People, fuck 'em. People get me
Internet
wrong.
be suspect, I'm telling you.
I think
It just go out sometimes. Now it's back. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what be up with it, man. I can't even tell you.
Fabio! Ah, my nigga, how are you?
Thank God he had left. A minute more of his drivel and I would have had to put a bullet in him myself. It soon turned out I wasn't the only one.
Man. You know ain't nobody jumping from no effing windshield like that without being messed up, especially his age. Be done for it. I mean, for real. Good. Hey, he down. He down. Yes, sir.
Hadn't seen it coming, but that was no surprise. It's hard to
Let me
keep your
get
eye on
this.
the ball through the bottom of a glass.
Real.
I just hoped I could get to Fabiana and Giovanna in time.
Hold on, wait. Let me get this. Let me get that. Bullets ain't really about nothing there yet, so. Oh, they made me swap that gun. That's messed up.
They'd be leaving this place with either a price
The
on their
doors had
heads.
been chained shut.
I didn't need my Portuguese for beginners phrase book to work out what was going on. The guy making the noise was the boss. He was sending them around to cut me off from the other side. And sure enough, a few seconds later, I had some company on the dance floor.
Yes, sir. Come on, hold on. Up. Oh, get back, get back, get back. Yes, sir.
There had to be another way out through the VIP lounge. Rich fools love a private exit.
Hey, man. Stuck over here. All right.
Figured this time I'd use the stairs.
I say it's Payne. That's over here. Yeah, lay down.
If I was gonna lose the boss's wife and sister-in-law, I might as well do it medicated. Poor bastard's name was Claudio. I found out later he was a pretty big shot soccer player for the Galatians. Some nearly superstar just back from Europe. The usual. Scored goals, scored girls. The only box he'd be getting into now was the one he'd be leaving in.
Lay down somewhere. Let's see. Let me bust this one out real quick. Get up out of here. Put a fork in him.
Hey, Sao Paulo's favorite bodyguard. How's it going, bro?
It's not good. Some guys took Giovanna and Fabiana.
What? Jesus, Max. Hey, I'm on my way.
No. Stay in the chopper. We'll need a way out of here. I'll go find the girls.
Got it. They came out there. They went that way into the lounge.
Come here.
Go.
Get up. Can't stay here. I need you to lock this door behind me. Get everybody else out of here.
Son of a bitch.
Sir, come on. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Shoot. Come on now. Shoot. Yes, sir. Come on. Hold on. Where's that coming from? Where's that coming from? Oh, shoot. Out here. Come on up. Trying to get up in there. I think there's like a gold gun piece up here. Hey, how I get up here? Hey, he ain't down yet? Man. Almost played myself there for a second.
I didn't need. This
Oh, we
wasn't
go
looking
through
good.
it. Go
I'd
through
almost
here, okay.
lost the boss's wife once this week. Now I was giving them 2 for the price of 1.
Finds little golden gun pieces and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
One thing I had in common with the clientele of this trendy hellhole, some shared habits. Much as I like to indulge in self-reflection, this wasn't the time.
See if there's anything back here.
All this unfinished business, and all
Nope.
I could think about was my unfinished scotch. It looked loud and expensive enough to be Fabiana's. Her fashion sense didn't leave a whole lot of room for imagination, let alone food. The girl sure knew how to draw the eye, and maybe that was the problem. But at least I was heading in the right direction.
Sir.
Whatever the hell they were arguing about, it was time for me to add my 2 cents.
The punchlines he had be elite. I'm telling you. He's a regular gun on this one. Lay down somewhere. We're not playing with you. Right in the dome piece. What's up? Right in the noggin.
They were still alive, at least. This crew was starting to look a lot like friends of the gatecrashers at last week's party. These guys had some real issues with the Broncos. They were back to finish the job. I figured it was time to start doing mine.
Come on, what we doing? What we doing? What we doing? What's on this table? Like something I can check. Oh no? Okay. Sure. That gun piece right there. Yeah, you got. I don't think I collected.
Myself.
I didn't collect all the gun pieces, but you know, if you look around, they're not crazy hard to find. To be honest with you, they're not crazy hard to find. You'll find them. They're not like ultra hitting and nothing like that. But you know, you got to kind of just look for them though. Oh yeah.
I couldn't remember the last time I'd done drugs in a nightclub. They were headed for the helicopter pad. I had to get to the roof before Giovanna and Fabiana left on a one-way flight. I knew this was going to be a bad idea, but in the continued absence of any good ones, I decided to go with it. guess my time in Sao Paulo wasn't quite the paid holiday in the sun I'd been promised. At least I was getting shot at by a better class of psychopath. These guys weren't messing around. This place was like Baghdad with G-strings. A couple of more seconds and I'd have given some poor street cleaner a crappy start to his day. Now, I had a ride to catch.
All I said! Come on, come on! Jesus, Max, I can't leave you alone for 5 minutes! What the hell happened in there?
They jumped us. Same guys from the party, I think. They grabbed the girls and Marcelo, but he's here now.
Yeah, don't worry about me, homie. I'm just a guy paying you lots of money to protect me.
Yeah, what were you
Who you
drinking?
talking to?
Bet your ass I was. You try staying in there for 5 minutes sober.
Oi, hola!
Oh, here they are.
Giovanna! Giovanna!
Quick, get after them.
Are you crazy? You can't just leave her! Max, you gotta do something! Come on! Get the rifle back there!
Yes, sir.
She's making a run for it.
Okay, hold on! Bring it around!
Move, you're gonna lose her.
Max, shoot that bastard! Get a hold of her! Do something!
Stay on.
Don't worry, I see her!
Why is it ever since I started paying for protection, I feel a whole lot less protected?
I'll be mad in the mud doing this job. Dealing with these boneheads, you know what I'm saying? I'll be hot about this. Like, man, y'all retarded, man.
Move, you're gonna lose her. She's headed for the roof.
Gotta get around this thing!
How is this getting around it? I'm mutant! Oh, look, there she is there.
Who my man is.
Give her some space, Max.
She's really not helping herself!
Christ's sake.
I know somebody coming.
She's headed inside, Passos. Get us down there.
Right, I'm headed to the helipad!
Oh. Uh-oh. Goodness, come on, man. Lay him down.
There was a goddamn army of these goons. Clearly, somebody wanted these girls bad. Or maybe they just assumed the Broncos security team consisted of more than a drunk American has-been and a Brazilian never-was who should have paid more attention in flying school. Either way, I needed to find Giovanna before they did.
He's trying back online. What? What's going on with my internet, dog?
Isso está ficando vergonhoso. Ela não vale a pena. Temos a mulher.
Hold on one second. Let me connect this back online. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, I'm back on. I don't know what's going on with that. All right, come on. That 18. We gotta, man. The area I live in, they like, no. The area I'm at, they contracted through AT&T, so we can only use them. You know what I mean? I'm like, what kind of deal y'all got with them? They must be, you know, must got a good deal or something. But man, never been a fan of AT&T internet, man. Never. When it works though. When it works nice and fast, when it works though, you know what I mean? It works most of the time, but man, it goes out the worst times. How I lose all my painkillers like that? I'm trying to see if we can, but like I said, with that contract, I don't think we can get internet nowhere else from no other company. Because I definitely went through elsewhere. AT&T is the last people I want to use internet with. Sorry, I mean, I ain't trying to blast them, but man, please. My experience with them is not the greatest. Going to people's houses or anything that anybody that have AT&T, man. It's always, oh God, right in my grill. Shoot. Hold up. I need some painkillers like ASAP, dog. ASAP. Shoot. Ah, no. No. Oh, there you go. Careful. Still up. Put a fork in dude. Oh, I need painkillers, yo.
Giovanna still being alive were getting worse by the second, and if Fabiana wasn't dead already, I was guessing pretty soon she'd start wishing she was. I was up for one god-awful performance review.
I can't go in there.
This was a mess. It was Giovanna's necklace. I had to hope the rest of her was still intact.
Giovanna! Giovanna!
Max! Over here! What's happening? Where were you?
Are you all right?
What, do I look all right?
Don't worry, we're gonna get
You
you
talk to me like that. Man, listen.
Where is he?
I was dropping these dudes I was
I
after.
had to make a quick detour. He's fine. He's right there.
Oh my god. It's Raul!
Giovanna!
Raul!
What are you doing?
Giovanna! Hey,
Airheads to the max.
Seems like I wasn't the only guy around here who had taken his eye off the ball.
Are you okay?
My weakness was the drink. Passo's was the sister. Things were turning pretty ugly in this town. The boss's girl was gone, and part of me wished I was too.
So after this cutscene, we're gonna end it here. This is part 1. Max Payne is part of the rotation. So we got GTA 4, 5, Max Payne, Red Dead Redemption, and Watch Dogs. So we're gonna have, you know, like I said, same way how I do Midwest World. A lot of stuff in rotation. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have rotations going on here. Try to, you know, drop more frequently here. Like I said, I don't have a concrete schedule. What I do know is that anytime I drop, just so I'm scheduled, it's 8 o'clock. So anytime, if you hit the notifications, you will see you will know that I'm dropping at 8, whatever day that is. So if I record it that day, it's coming at 8, or I may do 2 in one day or something, and then I drop one that day and then one the next. You know what I mean? So
but I don't know. I don't like the feeling of this.
let this cutscene rock, and then we're gonna end it.
I don't know. I'm no expert on hostage negotiations. I know people who are, but they're in America.
We don't have time for America.
I know you're right, Marcelo. It's not like I don't have the money to pay.
Father made a lot of money. We have always been targets. We all know that. But much as it pains me, I don't see we have a choice. Maybe after we pay, we find out who did it. We have them... We all know what I'm saying.
Who do you think is targeting your family?
Haters.
Who can say? Life in this country is not easy, you can see that. I have tried to do business the right way, but that's not always possible. Of course I made enemies, but I've also paid a lot of bribes. I have no idea.
It's probably that street gang trying to get at me.
I don't know. People I know have tried to reach out to this group. Comando Sombra. They're not from any of the favelas around here. They're linked to the drug business. Now, what have I got to do with drugs? Nothing.
Everybody loves money.
I just want my wife back.
We can take the money to them.
Alright, so we gonna leave it right here. Yeah, I think I can just save it here. No, I gotta wait. Let that rock.
Here they come. Hey, put the gun down. Put down your gun.
This stage is crazy too. Every stage here was crazy.
What's he saying?
Open the bag. Show him it's full of money.
Easy, pal, easy.
Man, it's crazy.
Apparently someone up in the nosebleeds didn't like the game we were playing.
So it saved
The
right
money
there.
was
So
gone. Then I was next if I didn't get off that field. The bullets came from long range. They were well-armed professionals, and I was starting to feel decidedly amateur.
all right, so we gonna leave it here. Hold on, let me go. Let me get up out the way of the red dot. All right, bang. So we gonna leave it here. All right, and then and then that's that. So next time we boot it back up, we gonna be in this stadium getting it in. All right. So
I've been shot.
make sure you like, subscribe, share the content. Greatly appreciate it from everybody. Peace.